in this question, the first principle talks about directive principles of state policy and says that DPSP are not enforceable in a court of law, but they are fundamental in governance of the country, and it's the duty of the legislature to apply these while making laws. Second principle says that a DPSP, that is legislature, shall strive to secure a uniform civil code for citizens of India. Now, uniform civil code means a common civil and family laws relating to marriage, divorce, adoption and maintenance. But it is a directive principle, so it cannot be enforced in a court of law. As per the facts, there was a person called Peter Parker who received a notice of divorce from his wife after 12 years of marriage. And when he consulted an advocate, he was supposed to pay 80% of his assets to his wife if he divorced her. And the advocate told him that there is another client who had to pay merely a sum of 50 rupees per annum because it was covered under the DC Marriage Act. And Mr. Parker's marriage was covered under the Marvel Marriage Act. So, Mr. Parker was aggrieved by this difference and he filed a case in the Supreme Court for enactment of a uniform civil code. So, there can be the two outcomes of this case. First being that Peter Parker won't succeed as the Supreme Court cannot force the Parliament to enact the Uniform Civil Code. So, from the principles, we can see that from principle 2, the directive principles state that legislature shall strive to secure a uniform civil code, and principle 1 says that there would be a duty of legislature to apply the directive principles, but they are not enforceable in a court of law. So, the first statement is true that the Supreme Court cannot force the Parliament to enact the UCC. Second statement says that enactment of a UCC is a directive principle, the enforcement of which cannot be demanded in a course of law. So again, as per principle 1, we know that a DPSP cannot be enforced in a court of law. So statement 2 is also correct. So therefore, option C is the only one which says that both 1 and 2 are correct. Therefore, answer would be option C.